lot of what you see today out there in modern cannabis came from the growers that were operating under Prop 215 in the hills in Sonoma County, Santa Rosa. There's a rich history there. People that have been doing this for decades.
We're really honoring the roots of this industry, the countless amounts of sacrifice and silent revolutionaries that put their lives on the line to make it possible for us to do what you're going to be able to see today.
You start to see the difference between what was and what will become.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Cheers, brother.
Compliance at NorCal Cannabis is the center of every single thing that we do. And in order to be a vertically integrated company, we knew that we were going to have to get a license for cultivation, for manufacturing, for distribution, and for retail. By understanding the rules of the game, we can navigate an ever-changing landscape.
The entire foundation of alchemy is transformation, starting with deep roots and moving towards a bright future within our company and with every part of the industry that we're fostering here inside this building. What I'm going to show you right now is a critical piece to our vegetative process, which is the start of these plants going from babies into their vegetative state.
Roger and I are here transplanting clones. Once they root, we get them into the grow dams. They're going to sit under these 300-watt lights for about 7 days. Afterwards, they're going to transfer over to the rolling benches where they'll sit for about 2 weeks.
Every step of the cultivation process is being tracked. Once it moves from this state, it goes into a flower room and where it gets its individual plant tag from the state. And that is how a consumer can trace back to where their product came from.
And what you'll notice in here is it feels like the North Shore of Kauai. We have 8 harvest groups in this building, and to keep our production cycle fluid, we stagger our harvest groups 1 week apart from each other. And that's why you see different phases of growth with these veg plants.
What we're working on right now is clearing undergrowth, the little stuff low down on the plant that can sap the plant of some of its energy and encourage the healthy growth up top, and just keeping an eye on overall plant health.
We're looking for pest damage on the tops, the leaves, the stems, all the way down.
These plants just recently came from the veg room. The plant will start to go through metamorphosis and it'll start putting all of its energy towards flowering growth.
Lighting is 80% of what determines how much the plants are going to drink, and it also is the biggest determination of yield.
The difference between light and dark is huge for these plants. We make sure that they are getting exactly 12 hours of light and 12 hours of darkness.
This is the Fertigate 3G. This machine provides all the fertilizer mixing that we need for all the plants and feeds the plants in the way that we want at the times we want throughout the day.
Right now we're looking at week 6 of flowering. You can see that the plant has completely let go of its former chapters of vegetative growth. All the beautiful oils, the flavonoids and terpenoids, all the cannabinoids are being pushed out through resin glands to the external parts of this plant.
As we're approaching this stage right now where we're getting to be closer and close to finishing, we will then start sitting the plant in a more generative phase. This will allow us to ripen the flower off. So our goal is to help signal the plant when do we want it to finish, and this is what allows us to keep within our flowering cycle.
If you remember Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, as soon as they went into Willy Wonka's domain, it's kind of what we're doing here, but just a little bit different kind of candy. And speaking of deep, strong roots, I want to introduce my brother Kevin here. We've been growing plants for, I think, since we were 13 years old.
This is probably the most favorite time of the whole process because you're getting to look at the love and attention that we put into this. Yeah. Just breathe it in and just kind of feel it, you know.
It's really too bad the camera can't pick up the smell.
We're still attending these plants even though we're cutting them down.
With every good work of art, there's a process of manicuring, taking that artwork to its highest expression, and a fabulous team to make that art happen.
This is our harvest crew. This team is the heart of the facility. They do most of the heavy lifting and also a lot of this skilled work. We go in, cut the plants, hang the plants, dry, cure, process, and out the door. While there's so much emphasis on the growing process, really a lot of the value is added during the processing. So this is product that is pre-trim. This will be served out to the trim room.
We're looking for these fine details. We're looking for crow's feet. We're looking for big leaves. We're getting out stems, and then it's going to go to our final QC.
Our idea is to be the concierge of the trimmers, making sure they're coming in, dropping off their product fast, and getting right back out there to do more trimming.
I do all the vacuum sealing and packaging, and this thing is so fancy that basically you just put the product in the bag, you pick the setting for what it is, and it automatically will seal the product. The goal of the vacuum seal is to make the product in its most durable state for transport.
Here at NorCal, we definitely have a collective consciousness that revolves around respect. While this is for the love of cannabis, it is absolutely also for the love of people.
Everybody's passion has always been success in the cannabis industry, and it's all for different reasons. We all have our different tale to tell, but we celebrate those successes on a weekly basis here.
We're here to bring an ethical product to marketplace, something that we're proud of, at a price point that's good for our customers.
Cannabis is more than just a business to us. This is about the plant, the culture, the heritage, and we don't take that lightly. As we introduce a bunch of new people to cannabis, it's reducing the stigma and normalizing it. And all of that really begins here.